This is Joe Pugh for IFL TV. We're here at Edge Gym. Mr. Tom Welland, just, 10, 11 days out from the big pro debut. How are you feeling?
Yeah, all good. Feeling strong, feeling sharp. Weight's nice. So, yeah, just the last couple of adjustments. And, yeah, camp's done. Want to get this last week out the way and fight, really.
It's one of them ones that anyone in boxing's kind of been excited for, to see how you will translate what you've done into the amateurs to the pro game. A lot of people I've been speaking to think you do better in the programme, your style suits, and including you. So, bit of a statement first fight you're looking to make?
Yeah, obviously we're not going to go out there to look to make a statement. We're just going to go out there and box our box, and then if anything comes, then we'll jump on it. But I do hope that I do think my style will suit to the more of a pro game. I do think I'm explosive. I think once I catch someone and they show sign of a weakness, then I will jump on it, and I think I am quite a good finisher. So I do think that there are some big nights to come starting November 10th.
And I was speaking to your manager, Lee. It's a tough opponent. I think we were speaking, only been stopped by 2. So would you say you're not looking for it, but if it comes, you're confident in your stopping ability and you're looking for that?
Yeah, of course. I mean, he's been stopped by 2 good opponents. So obviously he's going to be game. He's going to be a very tough opponent. But again, if you go out looking for something, usually 9 times out of 10 it doesn't come and it's all rush. So we're just going to go out there and box our fight, and if something comes, then we'll jump on the opportunity to stop him.
10 days out, are you feeling the pressure? Are you feeling a bit nervous? Because it's a big stage. It's the return of big-time boxing to Brighton. You've got Harlem Eubank. I know Senior's going to be there. Roman Fury's going to be on the card, so that whole family's going to be there. It's going to be a bit of a who's who boxing that's going to be there, not to mention the big audience of Channel 5.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, maybe next week we'll start to sink in a little bit more, but right now I'm still in camp mode. Obviously, camp's not quite finished yet. We've still got another couple of days. Still a few more adjustments to make, so the nerves haven't quite set in yet. I think next week when you go to see the venue and the occasion starts to set in, and yeah, maybe. And obviously, it is big time boxing back in Brighton, so obviously there's a big stage and there's a big expectation to live up to. But right now, no, there's not too many nerves at the moment.
Does it feel different to kind of a tournament? 10 days before a tournament, you're doing your preparation. The difference is you probably know you're fighting. You can kind of prepare a little bit better. But as you say, there is always going to be that pressure there as your pro debut.
There will always be that little bit of pressure there for pro debut, 100%. But in terms of the difference to amateur boxing, yeah, it's so much different. Obviously, amateur boxing, we don't really have a camp. It is just, you just train all year round and you could get a phone call last minute for a fight. So, obviously, there's all that bits are different. Obviously, the weigh-ins, I get nearly 36 hours from weigh-in to fight day. So, obviously, that's all a bit different, but that's why you have the first couple of fights, just to ease yourself into the pro game and sort of transition nicely. But again, fighting is fighting. There's not too much difference. It's you make the weight, you fight, and that's just the way it is.
A lot of people who I speak to love fighting, can't wait to get in the ring, but it's the stuff around it they're a bit apprehensive by. We know that on Wednesday you're going to have a big press conference, a live show, speaking to Team Wasserman yesterday, then you've got the weigh-in. There's going to be a lot of media obligations to fulfil. How are you feeling around that? I know you're a good talker, but when you've got the fight in your mind as well, it's sort of kind of difficult to juggle for the first time.
Yeah, of course, and again, that's why you do these sorts of things. That's why you have the first couple of fights where you can just sort of ease your way into the transition of the pro game, and that is what the pro game is. You have media obligations, you have things to do, but that's just the job. You can't see it and sort of look at it and think, oh, I don't really want to do it. You have to do it. It's not something you can pick and choose for, and that is a difference. And if you can't do that, then well, the pro game is going to be a lot harder for you than what it should be.
The 10th of November going to be the start of something special, was the new dawn of pro boxing for Tom Welland?
Yeah, of course. I do think this obviously is a special night as a pro debut, but I do think this will kick-start a lot of special nights. And I do think from the 10th of November onwards that there is going to be a new dawn for boxing, and I am there to put my name in the super bantamweight division. And I do think from November 10th people will start to look at me and think, yeah, he could be a force to reckon with.
And after the fight, I know, not giving anything away, you're going to be looking to get out before the end of the year, but little celebration in Brighton?
Little celebration in Brighton, and then we go again in December, hopefully. Again, nothing's confirmed, but if we can get out twice this year, then that's a bonus, and it's a great kickstart to the pro career.
I've just been asked by your trainer. I'm going to throw you under the bus. If you're asking me to say it, I'll throw you under the bus. Do you beat Iron at Baluta?
I smashed Baluta. Baluta gets absolutely smashed. Listen, I've had him out on his feet in sparring. There was times when he was hurt in sparring, and yeah, I do think put me in there with Baluta, give me 5 fights and I'll take Beluta in deep water.
You take Beluta in 5 fights. That's a pretty big statement.
Big statement. I'll take Beluta to the deep water. Honestly, he might be a man, but I'll tell you now, he didn't like this. And I sparred him 18 months to 2 years ago. He didn't like what I had to offer him, and he got very dirty, and I had to put him in his place a bit. So he came to my amateur gym thinking that he could throw me around. And I weren't having it. No, I will take him into deep waters. If he starts throwing his mouth again, I will take him to deep waters.
What you've just said there about Beluta, is that a sign of intent, what you want to do in your career? You're not here to mess about. You don't want to be going so slow. You want to go in with the big boys and put them out?
100%. On the 10th of November, I will put my name into the division, and people will. I do think they'll start to look at me and think he's a force to be reckoned with. And like I say, I've sparred the top contenders at super bantamweight. I've had good rounds with Dennis McCann. I've thrown Beluta around. Do you know what I mean? So I do think give me 5 fights, and people will look at me and think, yeah, I don't want to take him in. I don't want to fight him. And I honestly do think that my punching power and the velocity and the explosiveness will take me all the way.
Last thing, I saw last week video from the main man, Manny Pacquiao. When you received that, how did you feel with that one?
I can't lie, I nearly fainted when I saw that. It was obviously Manny Pacquiao was my childhood hero. Being half Filipino, he's a national treasure. He's a national hero in the Philippines, and like I grew up watching Pacquiao. I grew up studying him. I grew up just watching him, and obviously he's going to be a president in the Philippines. And yeah, I did nearly faint. It was almost like, I don't know. Imagine getting a video from your childhood hero. That was what it was like. So yeah, it was a dream come true, really.
Excellent, Tom. Thank you very much for speaking to IFL TV. Tune in Saturday week, 10th of November, Brighton, and it's the start of a new career. Tom Welland. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, Joe. Thank you.